Oh, man. Hello again, everyone. It's your man, Cowboy Star. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. You know, it's hard being a YouTuber for the Cowboys, I tell you, because there's always something going on with the Cowboys. Whether it be first thing in the morning, at noon, or at night. And that's the way Jerry Jones wants to keep it, because that's how the Cowboys are America's team. And that's how he's so rich. Because we keep buying memorabilia, we keep buying tickets, we keep buying anything cowboy related and lining Jerry's pockets. But what I want to talk to you about today is we had a little news yesterday. Leighton Vander Esch has finally decided to go ahead and hang it up. Yeah, he's going to retire. Said his body just could not hold up to the rigors of NFL anymore. He's had that neck injury several times that he had in college. He's had it again in the NFL several times, and that has finally did him in, and he had to retire. So, as I said in my last video, Leighton Vander Esch, I said he would probably retire, and that's exactly what he did. But in other news, the Cowboys have restructured Dak Prescott's contract, kicked it down the road a couple of years, and freed up $4 million in cap space, which that has in turn enabled them to re-sign one Jordan Lewis, safety for the Cowboys, and also to re-sign Rico Dowdle. They're going to bring back Rico Dowdle, running back, which I was kind of glad to hear. I thought they might be letting him go, but it turns out the Cowboys are bringing Rico Dowdle back for another year. Big whoopee, right? Real big signings there. But at least they have done something. The only signing that the Cowboys have made that wasn't on the roster was, as I said in the last video, was Eric Kendricks, linebacker, that he was about to sign with the 49ers and changed his mind and came with his good buddy Mike Zimmer, and he's going to go with the Cowboys. So, it just really, I don't know, I guess I'm not as hyped up as I normally am about the off season with the Cowboys, because it seems like we're a broken record here. I mean, the same thing is happening every year. The Cowboys will win 11 or 12 games, and we'll do great in the regular season. We'll beat all the bad teams. We'll beat all the lose to the good teams. We'll beat all the bad teams, and we get to the playoffs and we'll lose again. Hoping the Cowboys can change this trend. It's almost been 30 years since the Cowboys have been relevant, and made it big in the playoffs and got to the Super Bowl. It's going on 30 years, man. At least thank God I got to see 3 Super Bowls while I've been alive, 3 or 4. I think I saw one when Staubach was the quarterback, giving away my age there a little bit. But, God, it's just been a long, long time since the Cowboys have made it to the Super Bowl. And I think it's got a lot to do with Jerry Jones being at the helm, him and Stephen Jones. I mean, if I was doing something this long and never succeeding, I understand he's the owner of the team, but by God, I think I'd just go ahead and say, hey, I tried it my way, and it's just not working. I'm going to go ahead and step down away from this, and I'm going to hire a real general manager, see what he can do, But Jerry's not that type. He's not going to give up. He's going to continue to be the GM and the owner. And there's not a GM in the league that has 2 to 3 interviews a week like Jerry does. And I really think it's a distraction. I think it's a distraction for the players. I think it's a distraction for the fans. I don't think the fans want to see Jerry in these interviews. But what I think doesn't matter because I don't own the team. Jerry owns the team. It ought to be interesting, though, as far as the running backs go. Can Deuce Vaughan do anything for the Cowboys this year? I forgot about him. We still have Deuce Vaughan. We drafted him last year, but he's so small. He's only 5'6", 176 pounds. You know, there's only so much he can do. He can't pass protect because he's too small. He can't go up against these big players. The only way I think he could be effective this year is if the Cowboys make a package for him. You know, he's not going to be your everyday starter. There's no way he's going to be able to withstand that, being 5'6". But once he gets out in the open field now, he's got some speed, he's got some wiggle to him. And he could be effective if they can put him in the right position and put a package in for him, kind of like they did for Cavante Turpin last year. Turpin's not very big either, but he was effective when the Cowboys used him. And maybe the Cowboys will do that with Deuce. Remains to be seen if he's even going to be on the team. We also have Hunter Lipke in the fold, who's a pretty big bruising back. I just keep going back to when he fumbled right on the goal line in that game last year. We were right on the goal line, drove all the way down the field. And he was a big part of the drive. He had a couple of good plays. And we make the bonehead decision to give him the ball right on the 1 yard line, and he forgets to hold on to the ball, fumbles, and the rest is history. So, I don't know. He did a couple of good things in a couple of games last year, but we really don't have the bell cow running back we need yet for the Cowboys. And it's looking like the Cowboys are just going to go into the draft, and it'll probably be a rookie starting for the Cowboys at running back this year. So we'll see what happens there. Tyron Smith has finally been signed by the New York Jets. I don't know if it's in his contract that he can practice. He didn't practice a lick with the Cowboys this year, and that's the only way the Cowboys kept him healthy enough to play. So from what I understand, his contract has a lot of escalators in it, and I'm not sure exact amount he's making, but I know there's a lot of escalators in it, you know, like if he plays so many games or if they win so many games, or whatever it may be, he gets so much more money. So good for you, Tyron Smith. You know, hate to see you leave, but sometimes you got to let go, you know. Just an old saying that I always live by, you got to let go sometimes. But that's about all I got, folks. Hope you all are having a nice one today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just not a whole lot going on right now with the Cowboys. I mean, no free agent signings. It's the off season. I call this the season of guessing, because that's what a lot of people do about the Cowboys right now. I don't get too excited about it because there's not a lot going on, and you never can get excited with the Cowboys because they're not going to make the big splash, folks. It's just not going to happen. So I don't let it worry me anymore. I used to get upset about it, but I've kind of gotten used to the way the Cowboys do business. And what they're figuring, hey, they didn't do it last 3 years, and they won 12 games the last 3 years. So, don't know how they did it, but they did. But it seemed like they forget how to win once they get in the playoff. It's frustrating. I'm with you. I know it is. But that's all I got, folks. With that being said, hope you all have a great one. We'll catch you next time. I'm out.